So what you'll notice, we've got the LED contraption here. From a previous step, you plug in from the black switch to the circuit board on the second pin. This red wire is open. So one thing to note is that there will be no red wire here. You're going to connect this black wire there. And there's a red wire that connects there. You have your LEDs. You have 5 that have a black tape. Those are regular white light LEDs. And then the white tape signifies violet. For each of these, you have a bundle of wires with the wire of its color. Just make sure that this is on tight. If it's not, you can even unscrew it and then just screw it back on. And the same thing with this, and you can see it heads to the red wire. There you go. So let's go ahead and connect all of this. Very simple. The red wire connects to the red wire of the switch. And the black wire connects to this first pin. And it just slides right in. It's always the black stays together, the red stays together, and through the wires it creates the connection. And you can go ahead and plug in with a USB-C to test. We don't include this. And then you can turn on and off the lights by hitting the front button. And this should work. Now that you've got these connected, you're gonna take one violet, and you can see it because it's white. And this is a violet, so all the violets go into the neon signs that you've created. And it has a motion where you can slide it in and then slide it down to hold. You're going to take a black wire and do the same, and this is going to go into the bottom of the bookstore. It's the same motion. And it holds in place. Now these wires are going to be used, and they're much longer because they need to be. These are going to go, all the wires are going to go through the back, and these are going to go through the mirror. Now you've got 5 LEDs remaining. Go ahead and insert them into the, and give it a lot of slack. And now take your mirror and remove the film. There you go. So these are the holes. The LEDs are going to go in through the back while this is on the other side. So now we've stuffed the 5 wires in the back. Got the 2 wires up here. We're going to put these wires in back later. They'll fit well and snugly. And you've got your 5 wires here. Now, you've got 1 violet, which is the white, and you've got 4 white LEDs, and you've got your mirror. So the first thing you want to do is pull this, and there's lots of wires, so it's got lots of slack. See is that these are all for your black cable LEDs, the white lights, and then for the white violet light that goes into the neon sign is going to be on your right side. So looking at it here, these are all for the black cables, which are going to be your white lights, and your violet LED with the white will go here. So let's go ahead. You see the white light goes in this hole, and let's just go ahead and make these. There you go. All the lights have been pulled through. So, pretty straightforward. What to do now? Pull this up very high. And you can see I have the mirror all the way up, right? And this helps you, so you can just slide the mirror diagonally. It'll slot right in. And as you're doing that, cables, just push them in the back so they're out of the way behind the mirror. It shouldn't be a problem. You'll have a bunch of you may have cables up here, that's fine. You're gonna pull them down later. Now let me take you through the cables. So this is your white LED on the far right side. That goes into this neon light. And by the way, if some of you are looking, you can see that there's some wood here. Some customers actually have taken Sharpies. It's been kind of a good idea. And you can just slide this cable into that to hold. This far cable on the left side actually will go right into the top of the apartment, and you'll see the hole there. See it? Now these cables in the center are going to be the 3 lanterns, and you can go ahead and pull them out. Some customers too, if the red wires are important just so you can really tell the difference between the red and the black. But some customers have also taken Sharpies or tape after they're done with this to hide the red. It looks nice. Now this wire hangs here. This left goes in the far left, then you got the center, and you've got the right. So you don't need to worry about organizing them right now, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these, and what I've created, and you can see this, these are the 2 parts from this board, Li2A, and they're all these circles. They're very small. You take one of the gray parts with one of the very thin, this thinnest small part. You basically just glue these together like this. These parts that I've cut the paper, you're gonna want them to face downwards like this. We've got these 2 parts. These 2 parts are gonna go on the wire and kind of hold it. Take this part, and you're gonna wanna, this is gonna go on the bottom of the light, and then so you're going to want to wrap this around and just apply some glue. Should work pretty nicely. I like to apply some glue to the edge there. Apply some glue to this. Remember, a little glue goes a long way. And great. Now that I've got this, I'm just going to place that aside. I'm going to do that 3 more times. You've got your 3 lights. So this light, we're basically going to take one of the red parts and slide it on. Like that. One of these parts basically will lock it all in place. So go ahead and slide in that little, it's kind of like a little Pac-Man. And it's simple. Add some glue. Here. You can be a little bit more liberal with the glue. I actually like to add some glue to this red. So that this Pac-Man fits right in. And then you create the seal with your light. And hold it in place. It'll dry pretty quickly. If it doesn't hold, go ahead and just apply more glue. Now, Let's go ahead and do that a few more times. So from last time, I'm actually gonna add some glue here. Some glue on the red part. Let's go ahead, create that light. There we go. So these are gonna hold in place. They've got plenty of glue, but it is nice to let them dry. So what we're gonna actually do in the meantime, as you can see, we've got our 3 beads. These beads are gonna hang on the middle wire. This middle wire, the thick one, is where the beads are gonna go. This top wire is where we're gonna hang the lights. We've got some craft wire. We don't really need big pieces. Go ahead and cut them into small, very small pieces. You'll see why. These are gonna be used for the lanterns, just to keep them hanging vertically. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of the slack. And to do that, let's pull some of these wires. And I like to just then pull from the back here, because we don't need that much. Now you can see what I've done here is basically just hold it so that it's not hanging all the way down there. I'm gonna do that 3 more times. Take your craft wire. What you want to do, take this and create a loop. You can see I'm basically pinching the top, and then that pinch, tie with your craft wire and tie it so it's vertical. Up is up and then down, and then with the craft wire, I just tied it on its end 2 more times. It's a little hard to tell, but here we go. We got 3 lanterns, and then I just like to get rid of the slack. There you go. Now this will turn on. All right. So I'm going to disconnect, and then the final step is hiding all of the wires here. Hang these beads now. I basically just hooked a craft wire to the end. You may have done this in a previous step, but you can hang those right there. Enjoy. That was the lighting setup. And we have the latest instruction manual online. And if you have any questions, it's support@bookshelfmemories.com.